Yeah, I grew up in upstate New York, and I had, I started my music, kind of my forte into music production and performance was I was DJing drum and bass for a good chunk of the time, and then I moved down to
make drum and bass.
Yeah,
Sweet.
really there's some floating around there, but and then I moved down to New Jersey and started working in advertising, and it's basically when I moved to New Jersey is when I wrote all the Come True stuff, the original stuff, and kind of bounced around to Brooklyn and then in LA. So.
Well, it's changed a lot. I mean, I signed to Walk when I was like 19 and sent them tapes. It was like still back in the days of demo tapes and sort of signed to them through that really. I remember like being 19 and thinking it was really tech that people burn CDs. Like, wow, it's like a CD, someone's burned a CD. Whereas now it's just like SoundCloud. And I think it's hard to keep a track of how much it's changed, but I was kind of lucky to be sort of from that quite old era in a way where artists would still send tapes to the quite strong presence of a record label. I think now the role of record labels is kind of negligible, and you can just do stuff independently. In some ways, it's better. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Bandcamp and all that is like
Bandcamp's huge.
And there's so many micro labels now.
Yeah,
and, I mean,
loads of really good stuff as well on Bandcamp.
I'm a product of that. They found my music on, basically SoundCloud. That
Yeah,
started the label communication between Ghostly. So, it's funny you say that because I've been a fan of his music since before I even wrote, this music. So it's very interesting to see how things have changed. Well, the A&R guy, he run a sister label called Mood Gadget, a guy named Jacob Alexander, and he found my music originally and wanted to sign it. And at that time, there was just I had some other offers from different labels, and my lawyer at the time had said, "Well, just wait and see what else comes in. No need to rush it." It was all super new to me. I was still working in advertising. It was very, very different, kind of stuff going on, and. So we waited, I think like a month went by, and then, he came back with a Ghostly offer, That's how I went in and met with the Sam Valenti and Jeff Owens who run Ghostly, and basically they just asked, what do you, you have a solid job right now, what do you see this project being a bigger part of your life, do you want to tour and perform, or is it just kind of production in your, in your spare time kind of thing, and so we talked it out, and then, signed the deal and put some music out, and here I am. Your record dropped
April the 7th.
Okay, it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. Yeah, it's really nice playing it live, finally, because it's quite different. Some of the tracks are really reworked for more dance
live purposes. So you guys do that, right? You most of the time have hey, this is a really good track, but you want to make it more live oriented and
I think you can get away with more live. You can kind of draw stuff out in a way that I would get impatient for if I heard it on record.
Yeah.
But live, it's because also it just happens. It's different every time, and it just happens once. I just feel like you can experiment more and be a bit more off the cuff. Yeah. I really enjoy it, and I like the process of having a record out and just getting direct feedback from an audience rather than the internet, and kind of the process of not getting bored of the record, but of kind of exploring it, giving it a new life, and then kind of getting hungry to write new music as well, because you do get kind of quite sick of the album,
jaded,
and it's like a good incentive to carry on doing new stuff. Finger on it, but I think it's more just because I'm always doing quite long tours in America, so in a way I feel more familiar with American audiences because I've done such long tours here. You just get into a rhythm with it. I think it's quite hard getting used to the idea that people expect you to sort of. It goes down really well if you talk to the audience in between songs, and I'm not used to.
Not big on
We're
that.
both
Yeah.
Not on the
And a
mic
bit
at all.
more like, yeah.
Let the
I'm definitely
music
always. There's
Don't
also a
bring
certain kind of
yourself to do
respect
it.
for the artist who goes up and just
Yeah.
who just does
See,
it.
I
You know,
did-
and then you say thank you. You say your goodbyes,
Yeah.
and it's like, so yo,
Right.
like I went up there. And
The
it
last
was-
tour
it
I
perfect.
did was like that. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Ever, you know, barely
I
said
reckon
thank
that's
you.
fair. It's
Because
not
sometimes you don't have to say
I-
anything.
I
Your
read-
sets,
you know,
just talks for
Yeah,
you.
but a couple months later, after the tour, someone had, I don't know, something happened where I was trending on Reddit, and then I read all these comments, and there were people like, in some of the shows, he was like, "You didn't even talk on the mic or anything," and I was like, "I didn't know, like you had to." And
Yeah.
then- so the
Yeah.
first show in Santa Ana the other night, I had a friend come, and she was like, "You didn't even say thank you," and I was like, "I didn't even, like I don't."
You can
I don't- I
imply
know what to
thank you.
yeah.
You can imply.
You're thinking about a million other
I don't know what to
things,
say.
you know?
When I tell, hey,
Yeah.
thanks for coming. You know, like, I talked last night. You know, it was a good mood. I had some friends
Yeah,
there, but
they went
like,
mad. They
yeah,
loved it.
and that was an experiment for me to see, like,
By the end of
make
this
it better.
tour.
Yeah, maybe just doing stand-up comedy. You know? Someone actually had dropped off the had just kind of bailed on their remix. So like last minute Disney somehow hit up my people, and they were just I literally had 2 days to do it, and I was working in advertising still, and I remember I had to I called in 2 days to get it done. I was like, okay, I'm sick, and I did it 2 days, and it was the first time I ever worked with extremely professionally recorded music. It was like, I don't know, it was like a 80 gig file of the stems, because every single drum hit was like perfectly tuned to the song. It was just that, I've never worked with a project that big, and remixing instrumental music is sometimes difficult for me because it's hard to pick out the sound in a song that's kind of the way that a song with vocals, the sound that would carry the song, that can kind of keep it, so it's recognizable. So that was pretty early on as far as my remixing, instrumental stuff. So that was super challenging. I remember, did like 5 different remixes, and I hated all of them. And I just, I said, I'm just going to take the string part of it and make that, that's going to tie it back. And then got lucky because the strings were, beautifully recorded. It's amazing.
Try and keep it different every time, so it feels like a one-off show. Each gig is slightly different. I think it's really important. It's not just like pure album playback. It's fun to dance to.
Definitely.